Today we're going to start working with stones and basic settings. Go to the jeweller's bench, that's where we'll find the stone tools, and we'll go to the stone creation wizard. Okay, upon clicking on this wizard over here in the properties, we can give it a name such as client's ruby. Select on the hand here, open the material database and double click on ruby to select it. Okay, we can change the stone's position here. We'll leave that all at 0 for now. From this drop down menu we can select the stone shape. All the standard stone shapes are here. We'll stick to a round brilliant shape for now. And next we'll choose the stone size. We've got carat weight and size, or just a custom diameter or radius. For now, we're just going to input a carat weight of 0.75. And we'll go to the second tab. Here we have all the cut parameters both in percentage and mil measurement, so you can match the stone you're using to the documentation you have for the stone. Now, you're not going to rapid prototype the stone. This ensures that you make allowances for your stone in the setting. If you've got a thick girdle, you'll know you have enough length on the claws. If the stone has a longer than usual pavilion, you'll know the culet won't be digging straight into the finger. Okay. By default, this is all on diamond cut. There is also gem cut, princess cut, smooth, cabochon and briolette. We'll leave this on the diamond cut and all the defaults for now. Let's go to the third tab, which is for the advanced cut parameters. Different cuts have different options. In this case, what we're talking about is 8 facets around the table of the stone. Of course, changing the number of facets will change the cut. But we'll leave that at 8 for now, and we're just going to validate our stone. And there you go, that's how you build a stone in 3Design. Now we have a stone, let's build a bezel around it. Left click on the stone to select it, and now click on the bezel function found here in gemstone setting. Straight away you'll see a bezel fitting to the stone. 3Design has picked up on the selected stone. We can see that here, it's matched the stone shape to the existing stone, which is client ruby. It's matched its size here. Here we have positioning. Now this is not the bezel's global positioning in the workspace, this is the positioning in relation to the stone. So if I was to move that down, it's moving 1.17 mils down away from the stone. Okay. This second tab here is the bezel section, and this allows us to adjust the measurements of the bezel. Now, go around to the front view to get a better look. We can grab the arrows to adjust by eye, or we can input the specific data over here in properties. What we're doing now, let's go with a bezel angle of 12 degrees, height of 5, crown height of 1, top offset to allow us to set the stone easier at 0.1, top width at 0.8. Now down here we can untick this box to take out the seat. Tick it again to have it put back in. And it's creating a seat at 45 degrees with a length of 0.5 mil. And we can give it a bottom width of 0.8 also. Let's validate that. Okay, in here we've got the third tab. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. Let's validate and have a look at our simple bezel. Okay, rotating around we can see the bezel, behind the stone if you like to see the seat. Bring back the stone, show. Pretty simple bezel. Let's make it a bit more interesting. In that third tab we skipped over, there's a couple of things that you can do. For one of them, we need to have a NURBS curve. In the third tab, we can replace this outside surface with a different line. Before we do that, we need to draw it. So select the OXZ plane and create a new sketch. Okay, grab the NURBS curve tool, use the setting as a reference, and we're just going to make a shape like this. And don't forget you can select the nodes and adjust them using the arrow keys on your keyboard. And once you've got a curve similar to this, you exit the sketch, double click on our setting, you go to the third tab. Okay, in here we've got the option of section. So what I'm going to do is put it on curve, select the hand and select our section that we just drew then. Okay. In some cases you'll have immediate success, in others you might have to go back to the second tab, just make a tiny adjustment, and there we go. There's our custom, and there we go, there's our custom bezel shape. Pretty cool. In a few minutes we've replicated our customer stone and we've built a custom bezel around it. Before we finish up, let's take a quick look at another cool feature of 3Design. In the tree, we can see we've got our client's ruby and we've got our bezel. And the bezel is attached to the client's ruby. Remember back to the beginning where the bezel matched the stone's shape, size and position. So if we double click on our stone and we change that to a baguette, maybe 8 by 5, and validate, you'll notice that the bezel turns red and we now have this red flag in our tree that says recompute, and the bezel has a little calculator next to it as well, which means this is the item that needs to be recomputed. So what we'll do is we'll left click on this flag. This will recompute the design and reapply the bezel to our new stone shape. Now have a bit of a play with some different stone shapes and sizes, different cuts, and maybe even changing the outside curve.